wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came to her eye, that she must dote on madly in extremity. Here comes my messenger. Now, mad spirit, what know you now about this hunt grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for brave Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin of that very sort who pyramids presented in their sport forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take. An ass's knoll I fix it on his head. Anon, is this we must we answer it? Then forth my mimic comes, and they him spy, like wild geese at the creeping fowler eye, or rusticated chaws with Median sort, rising and cawing at guns sever themselves and madly sweep the sky. So, at his sight, away his fellows fly, and at our stare here o'er and o'er one falls, he murder cries it out from Athens' walls. For sense thus weak, lost with fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For thorns and briars at apparels do snatch, some hats, some sleeves, from yielders all things catch. I lead them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet pyramids translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls much better than I could devise, but happened yet lavish the Athenians' eyes with the love as I bid.
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian maid by his side, so when she waked, before she lost the eye.
Stand aside, this is the same Athenian.
That is the woman. Oh, but that is not the man.
What?
Why do you rebuke him that loves you thus? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. Hast thou placed the same bystander in a sleep? If so, bring our shoes blood and plunge it deep and kill me too! The sun was not so true unto the day as he was to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe as soon as this whole earth may be born, and that the moon may through the center creep and so displease. Her brother's noontides, the antipodes. It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and I should too, pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty, and yet you, the murderer, look as bright and fair as yonder Venus in the glimmering sphere.
What is this to my bystander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur, thou tridest me past the point of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth never be numbered among men. For once tell true, even for my sake. Didst thou have looked upon him being awake? And hast thou killed him all brave? Touch could not a worm and adder do so much? An adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent never adder stung.
Spend your passion on a misplaced mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught I can tell.
I pray then, tell me that he is well.
And what should I receive therefore?
A privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so, see me no more whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. For sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. For sleep that's bankrupt, sleep doth sorrow owe, which in some slight measure I will pay, if for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of this misprision must perforce ensue some true love turn, but not a false turn true.
Then fate o'errules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helen of Athens, look thou faint. Fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see she do appear, I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go! I'm swimming in the air with Donner's bow!
Flower of this purple dye, hits by Cupid's archer eye. In his eye he doth espy his love, as glorious as Venus of the sky. When he waketh, if she be by, beg of her a remedy.
Captain of our ferryman, Helena's here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fun pageant see, Lord, what fools these mortals be?
Stand aside, the noise they create will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then, the two at once will one. That must needs be sport alone. These things shall best please me, that before prosperously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, O devilish holy frame, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you'll nothing weigh. These vows to her and me, put into scales, will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves Hermia, he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what, my love, shall I compare thine eye and crystal is muddy? Oh, how bright and show thy lips like tempting cherries, kissing grow. That pure congealed white high Taurus snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow. When thou holdst up thy hand, oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. If you were men as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my parts when I am sure that you do hate me with your hearts. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. Men of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. Of Helena's unto me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste such idle breath.
Lysander, keep your Hermia, I'll have none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her had as guestwise sojourned, and now to Helen it is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, unless to thy death thou abide dear. Oh, look, your love comes, yonder is your dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay that love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light? Why seekest thou me? Can this not make me know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
Speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy? Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these conjoined contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Oh, is all of the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent to chide the hasty-footed time, oh, is it all forgot? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly. 'Tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious celestial. Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What? Am I not so in grace, so hung up in love, so fortunate but miserable most, to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persevere counterfeit sad looks. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink at each other. Keep the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well, 'tis partially my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent!
Sweet, do not scorn herself.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear by that which I would lose for thee. To prove him false that would say I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tend all this?
Away, you imbecile!
Oh, no, he'll appear to break free. But come as you would follow. You're a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing! Let loose or I will shake you from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love? Out, 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 thou loathed medicine! Oh, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
Oh, I would I had your bond, but I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me no greater harm than hate? Hate me, wherefore? Only what lose my love. Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as fair now as I was ere while. Since the night you loved me, yet since the night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt, be certain nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me. You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine in faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet! Oh, why me? That way goes the game. I now perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height and her personage, her tall personage. Her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and low? How low am I? Now thou hated me! Oh, how low am I? I am not so low that my naps can dig under thine eye!
I pray you that you mock me, gentlemen, do not let her hurt me! I was never cursed. I have no gift in shrewishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower heart!
Then, Hermia, do not be so bitter with me! I ever did love you, Hermia! Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you! Save that, in love to Demetrius, I told him of yourself into the wood. He followed you, for his love, I followed him. But he me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why, get you gone. Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
Whoa, with Lysander!
With Demetrius!
Be not afraid, she will not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school. And though she may but little, she is fierce.
Little, again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to follow me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, dwarf! You minimus of hindering not grass maid, you bead, you acorn!
You are too officious in her behalf. Scorns her services. Leave her alone. Speak not of Helena, take not her part. For if you ever so little show of love, thou shalt abye it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest. Of thine or mine is most in Helena's.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
With you, mistress. All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for the fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away!
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on?
Oh.
And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes, and so far I am glad it did so sort, because this there jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight? Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon. With drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Crush this urban Lysander's eye. The liquor who hath the virtuous property, to take from error all from his might, to make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. And back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose death-till date shall never end. Well, in these affairs I do bid thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. Then I will her charmed eye release, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger at, whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards, damned spirits all that in crossways and floods have burial, already to their wormy beds have gone, for fear lest day their shame should look upon. They willfully exile themselves from light, and must for aye consort with black-browed night.
But we are spirits of another sort, as I with morning's love have oft made sport, but notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet, ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I'll be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou look'st for wars, and wilt not come? Thou recreant, thou child! Come at me, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled. I draw his sword on me.
Yea, are you there?
Follow my voice, will try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I followed fast, but faster did he fly that ere I am fallen in dark, uneven way. And here will rest me. Oh, come thou gentle day, For if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Bide me if thou darest. Thou goest before me, shifting place to place, never standing still or show your face. Where art thou?
Come hither. Here I am.
Nay, thou makest to mock me. Thou shalt abide this year if ever thy face by daylight see. But go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night! Oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight from these that my poor company detests. And sleep, which sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company. Oh.
Yea, but three, come one more, two of both kinds makes up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus make poor females mad.
Never so in weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with the briars. I can no further crawl, no further go, my legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here I will rest me till break of day. Heaven shield thy sander if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound, I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, or am I die? When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverb shall be known, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, and naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all will be well. Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
I'll go, Monsieur. Take your weapon in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of a thistle. And good, Monsieur, take care that the honey bag break not. Do not fret yourself too much with the action, but I would have you loath to be overflown with a honey bag. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Ah, good Monsieur. Give me your leave. I pray you leave your courtesy.
What is your will?
Nothing but to help Calvary Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's. Methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face. I'm such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear for music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. Get munch of good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire for a bottle of hay. Good hay. Sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek out the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts. Dewdrop, come near.
I'd rather a handful or two of dried peas. But pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have a great exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
All right, we are gonna have to call it there. I'm so sorry. Hope you, if you're free tomorrow and can come join us for the very end, we'd love it. Actors, if you want to do a quick bow and let them applause. Actors, if you will go get your mics off and run immediately, thank you.